I knew it. I knew Mom would change her mind. I knew she'd want us to be there with her.
I know, I wish we could have.
You know, it would have been at least nice to know that she asked for us. Why wouldn't Dr. Evans let us know the second that we got there?
He said he thought it would make us feel worse.
So what? Was it supposed to be better to hear about it now?
You're gonna have to ask him those questions.
No, Dr. Evans can go to hell.
I second that notion. Unless I'm under arrest, I think you should leave. Actually, even if I'm under arrest, you should leave.
Again, I'd offer my condolences to both of you. Your mom was a pretty remarkable woman.
Thank you.
Nobody fought harder for her clients and for the people she loved than she did. We didn't always see eye to eye, but I feel lucky to have known her.
Objected to spending her final moments with her husband and daughter? And how did they force you to do something you didn't want to do?
I'm sorry. There's only so much I can say. Even to you. People will get hurt.
Who?
People I love.
Be out there?
Had to reconsider.
Why?
Suppose I made the team. You know how many hours I'd have to give up that I could be spending with you?
What, some more?
There was a time that I had to keep my distance because I had to lick some wounds after you and Nora got back together. Haven't we come a long way since then? Oh, I came to your wedding.
Yeah, you sure did. You even brought your 12-gauge friend with you.
That was about Vickers. That wasn't about you and Nora, but I grant you, might have been a little over the top on your big day.
At least there was no bloodshed.
But offering Matthew a job at BE, that's my way of making amends.
Yeah, but under other circumstances might have been fine. But see, this is an important year for Matthew. He's got some tough courses, college boards. He's trying out for basketball.
Oh, he's going out for the team?
Oh yeah. Now that he's feeling better and he's all healed up, he just can't wait to get back on the boards. But see, you would have known all of this if you'd just come to me first.
Well, I thought your son was mature enough to make his own decisions. I mean, I was proud of him for taking on the challenge.
Well, I don't think this is all about pride.
Then what is it about? A power trip? Because I can't think of another reason that you would forbid Matthew to take a job that he really wants.
Just because a woman thinks she's a teenager doesn't mean it was the truth. She was not underage. What happened was consensual.
No, don't talk to me about consent. Jessica was sick. She was traumatized, and you didn't care. You just moved in for the kill.
That's not fair.
Oh, come on. Come on. She was so messed up, she had to ask you what happened that night, and then you lied to her. It wasn't until you got tested for hepatitis that the truth came out.
What? Wait. So, when you were getting tested, that was about Jessica? And you wouldn't even admit it to her?
I didn't think it mattered.
Well, it matters now, doesn't it?
Yeah. It matters. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. And Jessica's pregnant now, isn't she? And it could be yours.
How could the baby not be Brody's? That would mean you'd have to sleep. Is that what happened?
It was before Brody and I got back together.
Was it Christian?
No, it wasn't, but I was still hung up on him. I had just seen him propose to Layla, and I was really upset, so I went to go and find him at his apartment, but he wasn't there. His roommate was, though.
Ford.
Oh, I know. But he was being so nice to me, and I was such a mess. And I just needed someone to hold me and tell me that everything was going to be okay. I just really needed that. Can you understand that?
Of course I understand.
And I wasn't going to say anything. You know, I was going to wait till it was safe, and I was going to get a paternity test. And if it happened, that turned out that it was Ford's baby, I was just going to bite the bullet and tell Brody, you know? So I changed her mind. I saw his face when he was looking at it. He looked like a little kid, you know? He was so full of joy and trust, and I couldn't stand it. You know, I had to say something. I couldn't just sit there when I knew that there could be a chance that this baby might not be his.
Nice eulogy. You can go now.
Todd, don't. What you said about my mom. It means a lot. Thank you for coming.
Yes, she thinks you came out of the goodness of your heart, but we know better, don't we? This is not a condolence call, is it?
I meant what I said about Taya.
And?
And I need to talk to you about Ross Rayburn.
Why would I care about Ross Rayburn?
Because Danielle's going to be hearing from him soon if she hasn't already.
I didn't tell Matthew that he couldn't work at BE.
Yeah. Well, you're obviously not happy about it. And that may be more about you and Asa than it is about you and Matthew.
Well, there's no doubt that Paul and I, we had our share of disagreements, especially when I chose to leave the business. But Matthew, he doesn't have to make the choice I did.
Oh, just tell me yes or no. Can the boy take the job?
Yes, he can take the job. But if it interferes with his grades, then he's out of there. Understood?
Understood. Oh, I think this is going to be very, very good for Matthew. I just wish Asa were here to see it.
Did you see that?
Stuff happens.
Well, I've seen enough stuff happen in the past 15 minutes to last me a lifetime.
It's part of the game, baby girl.
Not part of a clean game. Matthew has got to get his act together.
Cut him some slack. The dude stole his lady.
Nate did not steal Danny. She made a choice. And I'm starting to see why she chose Nate.
I don't think Danny's heard from Rayburn. She would have told me.
When did you find out he was alive?
Taya told me. She didn't want me thinking I'd killed someone Danny loved.
Well, that sounds like Taya.
Yeah, I was all out to turn the guy in, but she wouldn't let me.
That sounds like her, too.
Yeah, but she wasn't right about it. I mean, Ross could have killed Danny. And he should have paid for it.
Now let me know if he gets in touch.
I will, but why would he? I mean, he's a wanted man, so even if he made contact with her, he couldn't see her.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Hey, I know you're the one who likes to ask the questions, but I've got one for you. There's got to be a reason that Eli Clark dragged Blair all the way to Ross's Tahiti place. Do you think the brothers have teamed up?
So what did Brody do when you told him the Ford might be the father? He looked like I stabbed him. And I'm like, this could be it. This could tear us apart. No, it won't and it can't. How do you know? I mean, put yourself in my shoes. What do you think that John would do if he found out that you could be carrying someone else's baby?
Yeah. Jessica's pregnant. And she's worried that the baby could be his. Because you couldn't even be bothered to use the damn condom.
It was one time. Come on, it's almost a sure thing that baby's yours.
Almost doesn't cut it. The only thing stopping me from bleeding you right now is Jessica. I wouldn't put her through that.
Brody, listen to me. Jessica loves you. You two are gonna have this baby. You're gonna forget all about it. And I'm really sorry for my part in it. Thanks, Tim. I was a different guy then. I'm
trying to change. I want to be better.
It's a little late for that. He's all yours.
You make me sick.
Mason, please just hear me out.
Inez, tell me the truth. Did you steal that from a rabbit?
No. It's a Caesar salad from the coffee shop down the street.
Oh, you know something? If you want a really great Caesar salad, you got to go to the Palace, because if they make it tableside, it's quite a production.
Palace is a little rich for my blood.
Oh, don't let the name of the place fool you. I tell you what, if you let me buy you lunch, I can guarantee you that you will be feeling at home there. Can I give you a call?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
sure,
good.
yeah.
Good. Then, I'll give you a call.
Okay.
Have a good one. See you, Bo.
Yeah. Is it my imagination, or did my brother just hit on you?
I think he just felt sorry for me that I can't afford the Palace.
Please. No, my brother doesn't do anything out of charity. Did we get that DNA result back on Eli Clark?
No, not yet.
So far, there's no evidence that Rayburn had an arrangement with Eli.
And Ross is still in Tahiti.
Until he can be extradited to Seattle.
Well, like I said, I don't think that Ross is going to contact Annie, but if he does, I'll let you know.
I appreciate it. And, again, I'm sorry about Taya.
Thanks.
I told you when we started that this session would be confidential.
Confidentiality is one thing, but I know the laws. There are certain things that you're under obligation to report.
No, the only thing I'm legally bound to report is if someone is planning a murder. Or knows someone who's planning one.